Thank you all for being here today for this meeting. Today I'm going to be presenting the 8th grade iReady data for our school. Okay, as you can see here, Ider High School's demographics are very clearly laid out. We have a majority of white students at our school. And then most of our demographics are made up of K4 through 6th grade students, as you see right here. And then the 7th through 12th grade levels are pretty not too big of a gap in there. We currently use iReady in DeKalb County. iReady is an online reading and math platform. It provides individualized instruction to the students based on their current level in that subject area. So there are two parts. There's a diagnostic that is taken periodically throughout the year. We do, I think, 3, one at the beginning, one midway through the year, and one towards the end. And based on that diagnostic score, the student is assigned a grade level in that subject. So, they could be an 8th grader on a 6th grade reading level. Or they could be on a 1st grade reading level. Hopefully, they're not on a 1st grade reading level, but that's what it would do. And it would give them personalized instruction online on the platform based on their diagnostic score to help them either improve upon their score if they are below or maintain their score if they are already on grade level. This is our most recent iReady data. The top one is just for reading. And as you can see, we know that green usually means good. And in this case, that is true as well. We see that we have more red than anything in reading, but not as much as we do in math. Math, there is a bigger amount of red and a bigger amount of yellow. So this looks a lot better than our data did look at the beginning of the year. We have a lot less red. We have more yellow. More yellow is good. The yellow means that they're at only one grade level below. The green with the lines through it mean that they're middle or above their grade level. Solid green is early on grade level. And then these two reds either mean that they're 2 grade levels below or 3 or more grade levels below. We don't want to see as much of that red. So issues that we've noticed from this data, the math, we have 17% of them that are on grade level. 39 are 1 level below, 39%. That's not too bad. And then 44% are 2 or more levels below. For reading, we have 32% on grade level, which is about twice as many as we do on math. 27% are 1 level below, and 42% are 2 or more levels above. So we have about the same, very close percentage-wise in math and reading that are 2 or more grade levels below where they're supposed to be. Some areas that we can celebrate and some areas that we need to work on. Reading, we should celebrate that 59% are on or only 1 level below grade level. So that's more than half of our students who are on or 1 level below, which is pretty good. It's not uncommon for them to be 1 grade level below, and 1 grade level below is really not as bad as it seems. Same with math. It's a little bit lower than reading, but 56% of them are on or only 1 grade level below. So that's good too. Areas of concern is that we do have 42% that are 2 or more grade levels below, and 37% that are 3 or more below in reading, and math is about the same, except there's less on the 3 or more below. Our iReady goals that I would want us to establish, we need to have personalized instruction. We have our students that are required to get, in their enrichment classes or otherwise, they're required to get 45 minutes each week in each subject. So that is 45 minutes spent working on personalized instruction. And I recently attended a PD where they stated that they would like for our students to be passing at least 70% of their lessons overall. I think we can do better than that. I think if we reach for 80% of our lessons overall, that would kind of help our students. And what we can do to help that happen is, really make sure they're not just clicking through, especially with 8th grade. I know because I have them, they're really bad about just trying to click through and get their time up and not even pay attention. On their diagnostic exam, I would like to see at least 75% in the yellow and green areas, which is, way more than our like 59, almost 60% that we have right now. I think that is very attainable. They have been on an upward trend so far, and I think we can get there. More on a diagnostic exam, I'd like to see 25% or less in red areas. That would be really nice. And I think more on personalized instruction, we need to reach more towards getting that 45 minutes a week for each subject. Next steps that we can take into reaching these goals is having one-on-one data meetings or data chats with our students. Bring them aside. I've done this with my 8th grade enrichment class. I've brought them up to my desk one by one while they've been working and showed them their data and let them see how it's measured. And they got to really see how it works. And that kind of helped them because they don't really understand what's being measured here. They think we're just doing this because we want them to do something and keep them busy, which sometimes is true. But in this case, our district is requiring this. So we really want them to work hard on it. So when I did notice that when I brought my 8th graders aside and showed them how they're doing, they were more encouraged to work harder. Now, do they love it? No, but I do have more of my students who are like asking me like, oh, what's my percentage that I'm passing now? Every time they complete a lesson and they pass it, I check that percentage for them and they get really excited. Another step that we can take is spending more time on their personalized instruction. Their core subject teachers can actually go in and assign different assignments for them based on areas that they're struggling with. So I know specifically right now, our 7th and 8th grade English teacher, she has gone in and done that. And I have some students who actually have tested out of 8th grade reading, but she's assigned them some assignments so that they're still getting work in there. Focusing more on the 45 minutes a week in each subject. So really hammering down on that and making sure that they are actually completing lessons and actually taking their time and actually following through. We see more with the reading that they just lose focus. If they're not a reader in 7th and 8th grade, then it takes a lot of their attention to read through a story and then answer questions, and they don't want to do that. They don't want to waste their time with that. So we really need to, help them. And the good thing about iReady too is that it does provide these like little brain breaks in between so that they can have a little bit of break from it and they can break it up because it's a lot. Staring at a screen for 45 minutes at a time is a lot on a kid. It's a lot on us as adults. So, that's good for them too. And then ultimately this will lead to our final diagnostic, I think around April or May. And if we follow these steps, I think that we definitely can see an improvement. And here you see my references where I got my information from. I used my iReady portal to retrieve that data, and I used the Alabama Department of Education's report card to retrieve our demographic data. Do any of you ladies have any questions? Okay. Again, I would like to thank you for your time.